Hello and welcome to the Thursday Night GT3 Championship from Race Department on Project Cars. This week we are in Monaco for rounds 8 and 9, and this video is round 8, the feature race. Monaco has taken a 2-season hiatus from the championship and it returns, but on this narrow circuit. How good and how competitive will this racing be? Only time will tell. Unfortunately though, we don't have qualifying results, so you'll just have to put up with what I show you. I can tell you however that Gaza was on pole alongside his teammate Liam. Let's see what the race has to hold. As the lights went out for the feature race, it was Liam who bogged down and lost 2 places to Andrew and Dom off the line. But everyone managed to get through turn 1 safely and cleanly. In the midfield, Lance put a good move on Benji into Mirabeau. Into the Lowe's hairpin for the first time, and it was Gaz, Andrew, Dom, Liam, Matt, Adam, Amari, Lance, Benji, Ben, Jeremy, Jamal, Frank and Indrek. But that was until Frank put himself in the wall at the hairpin, dropping him to the back of the field. Team orders are at force early on as Adam let Amari through on lap 2. Being Monaco, incidents are bound to happen. There was Massenet on lap 2 where Lance was caught out as he spun around, somehow being avoided by everyone. But unfortunately, lag kicked in massively as Indrek's car seemingly hit Lance, throwing him across the track and into Frank, putting them both in the wall. Fortunately, Lance and Frank were able to continue, but both had severe damage to their cars. Andrew is using every inch of the track as he tries to close down the lead to Gaza. The battle for 5th was heating up, and Amari had a look down the inside of Matt at Mirabeau, but couldn't get through. All the while, Adam was waiting in the wings to pick up any loose pieces. A lap later and Amari was at it again. This time he had to go round the outside at Mirabeau, but again Matt held strong. Amari had to slip back in behind. Matt was becoming very thankful for the narrow streets at Monaco as he was coming under relentless pressure from Amari, but there was contact at Lowe's hairpin on lap 7. Fortunately they both managed to carry on with minimal damage, only for Matt to survive another day. Amari got a lot better exit out of the swimming pool compared to Matt and tucked under his rear wing. But as they went through Rascasse, he hit the barrier, half spinning, and Adam had nowhere to go but into the side of him. Benji was there to take full advantage, or so he hoped. As we see on board Benji now, the road was completely blocked. Adam had nowhere to go. Benji tries to get a good run at the final corner as he tried to draw alongside into Sandavot, but he couldn't quite do it, and Adam was able to hold the position. Dom pitted early and came out behind Jamal, but it was an easy move as Jamal ran into the wall at Rascasse. Jeremy was putting pressure under Bathurst winner Ben as they came out of the tunnel, and under braking he had a look down the inside but wasn't close enough and ended up losing time as a consequence. Lance was having a miserable race as he was lapped by the leaders on lap 9. But Andrew is not happy with the manner in which Lance let him through, as he felt it lost him valuable time to Gaz. After Amari pitted, it was now time for teammate Adam to try and get past Matt. But it wasn't at Mirabeau, and it wasn't at the Lowe's hairpin. Instead, Adam threw a surprise at Portier as he threw it down the inside of Matt and squeezed through for 5th place. Benji tried to follow him through on the exit and ultimately succeeded under the tunnel. Lance's nightmare of a race continued as he threw his Corvette into the wall at Mirabeau. Indrek and Jamal were having a good little battle, but on the exit of the swimming pool, Indrek got too much curb spin in his car, somehow not taking Jamal with him. Amari obviously heard about Indrek's wild side and wanted to give it a go as well. With Lance in tow, it was almost as if he was egging Indrek into the wall at Mirabeau, just like he did a few laps ago. Lance then gave Indrek a little nudge to say, "See, I told you could," although I don't think that was them kissing and making up. After long periods of sustained pressure, it was now Matt's turn to go on the offensive as he looked to get past Benji at Lowe's, Portier and under the bridge. But it was to no avail and the battle continued. As we entered the final stages of the race and the battle for second was getting hot, with 3 different constructors fighting for the final 2 places on the podium as Andrew led Dom and Liam nose to tail. The battle at the tail end of the point was a race-long fight between Jeremy and Ben, but 2 laps from the end and Jeremy ran wide at Rascasse, allowing Ben to bounce his way into 9th place. All the while, Gazza was looking supremely comfortable out front. O&M were back at it with their switcheroos as Adam let Amari back through again. But it was Gazza who dominated the race, lights the flag victory to take his 4th win of the season. And he finished comfortably ahead of Andrew and Dom, who rounded out the podium. Liam slipped back towards the end and finished 4th, well ahead of Amari, Adam, Benji and Matt. Ben was in a disappointing 9th place, and Jeremy picked up the final points again. Just as we thought Andrew was starting to close the gap to Gaz at the top of the standings, Gazza wins again to 160 points. Andrew on 108 in 2nd. Then we've got 2 groups of drivers on similar points. Liam, Ben and Benji are separated by just 6 points. Then Amari, Adam and Dom are separated by 8 points. Matt is in 9th ahead of Lance. Jeremy picked up another point to be in 11th. Frank's 12th and Jamal is 13th. In the constructors, there's nothing new. Spam Fritters Racing extend their lead again over Infinite Racing in 2nd. O&M have picked up a few more points compared to recent races, stretching out an advantage over Max Power Racing and Team America, who are still quite closely matched. Wacky Racing picked up a few more points this week, ahead of Flash Racing Team and Jewel Racing. Gazza taking another dominant win in the feature race, but the question on everyone's lips, surely he can't do it from the back in the sprint race.